Hi, this is Kelly with DNNDev.com. In this video, we're going to take a look at meta tags. Meta tags have been around since HTML1 and are important for search engine optimization as well as integration with various online services and tools. Now, out of the box, XMod Pro gives you the ability to dynamically modify your page's title, description, and keywords. However, modifying these items may not be enough in all cases. Sometimes you may need to add your own meta tags. For instance, the Open Graph protocol that is used by Facebook requires a number of specialized meta tags. So we'll not only be covering the built-in meta tag modifiers, but also show you how to insert your own meta tags into the page. For this demonstration, I'm using just a bare-bones listing of authors, and I'll also be using the Firefox browser so that I can use the Firebug developer tool to enable us to quickly examine the underlying HTML source code of our pages. So let's get started. First of all, I want to draw your attention to the actual title of our page right now. It's just my website, >XMP, a very basic .NET Nuke style page title. And if we call up Firebug and look at our HTML source code, we'll see here is our meta tag for our description. And it just says my website for the content. And for the keywords, meta tag, it's got .NET Nuke, DNN, Content Management, CMS, .NET Nuke, and DNN again for some reason. We're going to go ahead and modify those, and then I want to scroll down to the bottom of the head section of our page, or towards the bottom, I guess, and look at the title. This is the title tag, and that also will be modified by what we're going to do next. So I'm going to close Firebug out so we can see the page again. And we need to go ahead and edit our template. For this first part of the demonstration, we can simply just add our meta tags tag to the top of the template. That's outside of the template tag. Click on it and we'll get a skeleton of our meta tags tag. You can see that we have the option to modify the title, the keywords, and the description of our page here with the meta tags tag. Now, we could choose just to modify the title or just the keywords or just the description or some combination thereof. Just simply remove the tag. Like if we didn't want to do keywords, just simply delete that tag and you'd be set. Also, the append property of each of these child tags will allow you to add whatever you want to the existing title, for instance, or the existing keywords or description, or you can choose to actually replace what's there. So let's just do a quick, simple test here. We'll just say Kelly for the title and Kelly great for the keywords. I don't know where I came up with that. And the description would be, of course, Kelly is super great. And notice we have append set to true for all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and save this out and reload the page. And we'll see what happens. First of all, here's the title of our page. It's now XMP Kelly. Remember the title of our page before was just XMP. And if we look at the source code for our page, we can see that the description has been set to my website, Kelly is super great. And the keywords here have been set to all of those DNN basic keywords and added on Kelly, great. So that's how it works with the append. Now let's go back in and change append to false for these. And I bet you can guess what's going to happen when we do that. So we'll type in false here and false one more time down here. And then we just simply save that and reload our page. And you can see our title now is just plain Kelly. And if we look at our HTML source again, we'll see that the keywords is just Kelly, great, and the description, which is right here, is Kelly is super great. I really am not that egocentric. So that's basically how the meta tags tag works. There are some other things you can do, though. You can actually make this dynamic based on the data coming from your database. So for instance, now if we're going to do that, we can't simply have our meta tags tag outside of the template because there's no data there. But if we wanted to hard code something like we just did here for this example, that's you could put it there. So if we want to change this, actually the most appropriate place to make these kinds of changes is in the detail page. So you have a list of authors in our case. When you click on the view details for that author, then you want to change your title to like that author's name, and you want to change the description to something like their bio or something like that. That'd be a more appropriate place to put that. So let's go ahead and cut this and delete that extra white space. And let's scroll down to our detail template, which is right here. And we'll just simply paste that in. Now we're going to make this more dynamic. We're going to use our field tokens to put in the author's first name and last name. We don't really have a lot of information that we're pulling from the database for this simple example, but so we'll just be using the first name and last name. So let's go ahead for the title. We'll just say bio for first name and then the last name token as well. And for the keywords, again, we don't have a lot to go on. We'll just do last name, comma, first name. And we could also, if we wanted to, keep Kelly and great there. And finally, for the description, we'll just do something simple here. We'll say biography for first name and last name. So basically what we're doing here is we're saying this is on the title, bio for the author name, and the keywords will be the author's last name and the author's first name, and the of course Kelly and great. And then finally for the description, it'll be biography for first name, last name. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got there. Just saved it. Now let's click on view details for, say, Bill Bryson, and see what happens. Now you'll notice at the top of the tab here, our title is now bio for Bill Bryson. And if we look at our HTML source, we'll see the description now is biography for Bill Bryson. And the keywords is Bryson, Bill, Kelly, great. All right. So that's very simple, an easy way to make your pages more SEO friendly and get better rankings for your pages. Now, there's one other aspect of meta tags that I want to cover today. That is the ability to use your own custom meta tags, or really custom meta tags you might find in other protocols. For instance, the Open Graph protocol that's used by Facebook, it has a number of its own specialized meta tags. And so how do you do that? There's nothing built into XMod Pro to put in the OG: title meta tag or the OG: type meta tag, which are used in the Open Graph protocol. So what do you do? Well, because XMod Pro is quite flexible, you can still do this. All you need to do is use another built-in tag from XMod Pro, and that is the script block. Now, there's several different types of script blocks that you can use. Normally, they're used for injecting JavaScript, or also you can inject a cascading style sheet information. You can essentially insert whatever you want into the page using the script block tag, and that's what we're going to do here. We're going to use it to inject our own meta tags into the head section of the web page. And for that, we need a script block, the head script type for the script block. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm here in the detail template tag, and I'm going to leave my existing tags because we want those, but we want to also add some additional custom meta tags. So we're going to add our XMod script block tag, and I just like to type these things out sometimes. And that's going to be, whoops, the block type is going to be script block, or head script. And that means it's going to be placed in the head section of the source code of the web page. We need to give our script block a script ID, and we'll just call it extra meta tags. And then we need to tell it we only want to register this once in the page, just in case we have some other templates in there. So register once equals true. And then we're going to close our tag out. Now, we just need to type in our meta tags. It's as simple as that. So meta property equals OG:title, and then I'm using simply the syntax that's provided on an example page from Facebook. content, and again, you can make your tag dynamic as we had before. We'll just put in first name, last name. Normally, like if you had a movie, this would be the title of the movie or whatever. So we'll just type that in, and we'll add another one. I think there are probably 4 required meta tags, but we're only going to do 2 of them. So we'll add meta property equals OG type, and the content will be the actual type of this content. And in our case, since we're dealing with an author, there is an author type available, so we'll use that. And then we can just simply scroll down and save it. Yes, we'll resend everything. And now see, we're still on the detail page for Bill Bryson. And our title is still the same. It says bio for Bill Bryson. And if we look at our source code now, none of this is visible to the end user because it's used by Facebook and other services. But we'll scroll down. There's our meta tag for this is the OG:title meta tag. This is Bill Bryson, and then the content OG type is author. That's it. That's all you have to do. So you can use the script block tag to inject all sorts of stuff into your web page at various places within your web page. And one of those is custom meta tags. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and you can use the information in it to help improve the SEO and the integration of your pages throughout the web. Thanks a lot. Bye.